What's going on YouTube? This is a very long video. It's approximately 30 minutes on how to make voice tags. It's very thorough. I think you guys will really enjoy it, so make sure you get a snack, get a drink, sit back and relax and enjoy it.
Cryptic activate. Initiating cryptology sequence. Sequence activated. Initiate cryptic sequence. Cryptic sequence activated. So you guys have been asking for a tutorial on how to do tags. Now tags are something that we have in our beats and they tend to be very expensive sometimes, like $35 is what I've kind of seen online. I want to show you today how I do my own tags. I've actually been recording myself doing my tags, my own voice, and manipulating it in different ways, using British accents or what I think is a British accent or Australian, whatever it is, trying out different mindsets like pretending like I am pretending like I'm a computer system, or I am a spokesperson in like the 1940s or 1930s to kind of get that inspiration so I can do some creative things. Let me show you what I've been able to do with this right now. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to another video. My name is SIKKY Beats. I'm a producer from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I make beats, production videos, tutorials, vlogs, which this is actually a daily vlog, kind of ish, a little bit, I don't know. Producer vlog, whatever. In today's video, I want to show you how I go about making voice tags for some of my own beats, how I record my voice, the different effects that I put on it, how I process it, how I stutter things, all that kind of stuff, so that you guys can go ahead and do this yourself as well. There's no hidden secrets to this. It's very simple. All it is just me and my voice. Before we get into today's video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and go follow me on Twitter and Instagram where I post more content like this, sharing secret little hacks. So that's going to be today's video. Okay, so I have been, because of the demand and the requests and the emails that I've gotten on how I do my voice tag and how I record them and all that stuff, I have actually got a tag that I am doing for someone today. You might already know him. Okay, so today I'm working on Cryptic's voice tag. He kind of wanted it to sound a little bit like what I had already, which is it's SIKKY, basically what I've been doing. While doing that, I decided that I'm just gonna have fun with it and see what else I can come up with, get creative with it. So I want to show you other things that I can do with that. So let me show you, we've got like, I don't know, 12 tags available here. By the way, if you need tags, you can check out my website where I've put up a post to placing orders for this stuff. Here are a couple of the tags that I've done for Cryptic. Sorry if I'm like right up close. All right, this is the vintage voice tags that we've come up with.
Today's presentation begins with the pleasant sounds of Mr. Cryptic Beats.
It is my great pleasure in introducing today's host, Beats by Cryptic.
Like, that's just cool, man. Like, have you ever heard a voice tag on a beat, on someone's beat that sounds like that? Like, a lot of the times you'll hear, like, you know, people's first name, like, I don't know, Jonathan Beats, or like they'll have like a singy tag, like I think Taz Taylor has like Taz counting all his money, like there's a lot, or Cash Money, like that's how you brand yourself. And I feel like I've seen and heard a lot of these tags already, like the styles are kind of similar, which is cool. It's totally cool. I just wanted to have fun with some of these tags, so I'll show you how exactly I go about doing this. Okay, so here's what I do. Here's how I start doing my voice tags. I have my own microphone and I have a voice channel strip or a channel strip, quick little studio tour. This is how it kind of works. So basically, the way that I start doing my voice tags is that I am obviously recording my own voice. I'm using an Audio-Technica AT2020, I'm gonna say. I'll make sure I put a link to the microphone in the description if you guys were interested in what I'm using. And then I have it go into, well, it goes into a patch bay, which routes it into this little, it's called a voice channel. It's an actual channel strip, a voice channel strip. I preamplify the signal, do a little bit of compression, do a little bit of EQing, do a little bit of that, and then from the output of this, it goes into my audio interface. From my audio interface, it goes into FL Studio. So that is the signal flow of how I'm doing it. Let me emphasize this for you. My equipment is, I think, not the most amazing equipment in the world, but I really try and make something good out of what I have. I can tell you that it adds just like a small smidgen to the actual magic, which is the end result. Really what I think is the most important part out of this is how I am talking or saying the words. So if I'm saying my YouTube introduction, how's it going guys, welcome back to YouTube, right? That's one way to do it. But if I'm doing a voice tag, I might kind of do a cinematic voice. There was once a man who did voice tags on YouTube and his name was 𝘎𝘏𝘕𝘒. Now that probably sounded a little bit stupid to you guys, but that's okay. That is actually how I did the "It's SIKKY" voice tag that you guys hear on some of my beats. That's actually how I started. Occasionally, depending on what song it is, I'll actually sing my parts. What I'm basically trying to get at is that my voice and how I say the words, the accent that I use, how loud I talk, how soft I talk, how deep I talk, all that is more important than what I'm doing in the software, because that's actually the end result. So let me show you what it sounds like once it comes into the computer and what I do with it after. Less of a vlog today, man. I want to make it a vlog. After I've gone through all of this and I've like recorded myself, I'll probably be listening to the beat and then I'm just talking over and just saying a bunch of different versions, you know. Like for me, I would be like, "It's SIKKY," or I'd sit down, come up with a bunch of ideas and just try as many of them as I can out. This is one of the ideas that I ended up with. This is actually you can see that this is the recording that I did. So this is how it sounds like by itself. Cryptic. Like, it's like I woke up in the morning and I listened to my voice and I'm like, oh, it sounds really deep and like really gross. So I just kind of like, I just did that. I just went to the microphone and just set it really low, really deep. I compress it a little bit harder so I can bring it up, because I can't really speak loudly and have it sound like all rumbly in my voice. So I did quite a bit more compression, then turned it up, and that's what I had. So I would probably go here and I'd like open up the track in Edison and I'd select my little thing. Cryptic. Cool, okay, that's what I want to use. I'm gonna bring that into my session, and then actually let's go back here, edit. And and we're just adding fades at the end. So we'll go and we'll bring that back in. So there we go. So that's our tag, and we'll normalize it. Cryptic. That sounds like it's perfect. So that's the tag. We got that tag in there, and now how do we actually use it? Well, the songs that he sent me are in 140 BPM. So what I'll probably do is I'll set a little marker, put the metronome on. Obviously I can't play his beat, I don't want to get demonetized. Cryptic. So I'll line it up, I'll hold shift and I will shift and I'll just slide it, use the scrolling wheel, slide it back, and then cryptic. All right, what do we do here? So now we have it lined up like that, and it kind of sounds like it fits, but it doesn't fit perfectly. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double click on it, I'm gonna turn it to stretch mode, turn this to none, and then turn on stretch mode and try and get the crip. The crip part of it is fine, the tick part of it I think can be lined up. So I'm stretching it. Cryptic. And that stretching algorithm is not that great, so I'm gonna use E3 mono, and that's gonna kind of make it sound a little more organic and natural. Cryptic. I'll turn it down so you can see how it hits on the beat. Cryptic. So we can keep, I think we can. Cryptic. This is kind of just massaging it into place so that each of the beats kind of hit together, so that when I go out or when he goes ahead to use this on his tracks, the tag will kind of line up with the beat. So I think that hits just on the beat. It sounds really good. I apologize if it's too quiet and if I sound a little bit repetitive, but that's that. And then I'll route it to, let's say, track number 10. We have that. And then the way I would process it is I would put on a limiter, I put on a parametric EQ. Parametric EQ, I have a default preset that I use that automatically has low
low cut filter already on it, and I kind of listen to it.
Cryptic. Okay,
that sounds kind of cool, whatever. And then I'd put a little compression on it. I'd actually limit it.
Cryptic.
After I have that, now you might be wondering, how do I stutter that, right? How do you get it to stutter? So what I do is I usually will take this and I will bounce it to audio, and then I will take that audio file, do a little bit of choppy with the MIDI. Let me show you how I do that. Sorry, Bruno has this thing where he just starts going nuts and starts barking when people are around here. And this video might be a little bit longer than you guys would like. I'm sorry, y'all want longer videos, and I mean, it doesn't bug me that much. It means I have to edit a lot less.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Probably should edit out this bullshit, but you know. What I'll do is I'll bounce out the tag once I have it kind of gently done. And then what I might do is, if I want to do the stutters, I'll do that. But before we do that, I just want to mention, if you want the tag to be like stereo and wide, like 2 tags at once, then you will want to use 2 takes. So if like for me here, I recorded my voice tag a couple of times, saying the same thing in the exact same way or as best as I could. And then I took that tag and I cut out one time that I said it, and I took out a second time that I said it, and then I'll layer them on top of each other. I'll take the first one and I'll pan it to my left ear. Take the second one, I'll pan it to my right ear. That way it kind of has a big sound to it. Do not, I will kill you. Well, I can't kill you because then YouTube will demonetize me. I will be very disappointed in you if you take your first take and just copy it down and then pan it. That's no, don't do that. No, that's wrong. No, that's bad. Not good things. Once we have it panned, then you kind of got the stereo sound. Let me show you this in a fresh session, because like I feel like I have too much going on and I myself don't even know what's going on. So let me just simplify it for myself. I'll make a new session. Oh, while this file is saving and doing the thing that it does, I'm thinking that the 2-minute twos, as cool as they are, as quick as they are, you guys really want these videos to be a little bit longer and a little more informative. And I totally hear you. I've taken that feedback, and I think I will definitely be doing this as 10-minute Tuesdays. I don't know, we'll call it 10-minute Tuesdays. It'll be uncut. It'll be just straightforward facts, or as much information that I can get into 10 minutes. Maybe a shorter video, you know, depending on what the topic is. Sometimes, like, you know, gain staging is just such a simple topic, so whatever. Okay, so we then, let's say we get our little first tag in there. So what I'll do is I'll import the sample that I've already processed and compressed and done whatever I needed to do. Like, it should be clean. And then the next thing I do is I open up that audio track, drag that audio. Jeez, I just freaking jumped myself. Wow. I'm gonna keep that in the video. Okay, so we got the second tag. So what I'll do is I'll drag the edited tag into a new session. You don't have to do a new session. And then I will copy that tag into a sampler track where I will clean it up by trimming the sides. So we just get the beginning, right? Now, once we have that, I'm gonna go into the envelope tab and we're gonna use these settings here. This way, when I hit the note, it's gonna hit, and then when I let go, it's gonna cut out. So I can kind of do stutters. Once I have all that done, I'm gonna right click here, open the piano roll, and then I'll put down the stutters like this. So you can see the notes are really short. There we go. Right, there we go. Once we have that, we bring in the MIDI notes like this.
Cryptic.
That's your little cryptic little stutter. You can hear that the doesn't sound really fast and punchy. What we'll do is we'll use the attack, decay, sustain here to create and we'll massage it. We need all of you can hear. There we go.
Cryptic.
That is one way to do it. Here's another way to do it. We're gonna go in.
Cryptic.
Let me show you more. Let's wham, bam, bam, fast, quick, other stuff that we can do. We'll go quick. Right, we have that. We put our little 4 notes in there. We're gonna click this little control down, note pan, up, down, left, right, pan.
Cryptic.
Cool. That's how you do that. So that sounds kind of cool. So what we'll do is we'll actually make this a little bit cooler, and we'll duplicate the notes. We'll make them a little bit faster. Note velocity. We're gonna slowly slide in like this, right, like that.
Cryptic.
All right, that doesn't sound as cool, but whatever. You know what I mean? Like depending on what your tag is. Like if you have a T in your name or producer name, like Taylor, right? Taylor actually hits better. Kato, like Kato on the track, like his tag is dope because it has it's really percussive. Cryptic can also be like that, but it's a little bit harder to get that like. Now you might actually want to just record just that and use that as a way to stutter it. Cryptic, like when I'm saying cryptic, I'm just it's a softer tag. If I just did that, that would be a different way to do it. So that is the stutter side of it. How do I do some other cool stuffs with it? So let's go here. I'm gonna chop out a little bit of this tag, bring it down here. We're going to make unique. We're gonna put that tag right there, and we're gonna route. You may have heard of when there's a tag that kind of has this, that reverse reverb thing. I hope that picked up on the microphone. I'm not doing it again. So how you do that is you take your audio, your tag that you've recorded, you take the really front of it, the beginning. So in this case, and we're gonna route that to an empty channel. We'll put it on number 1. We'll put a reverb on it. Let's go here. We'll go to reverb 2, and we'll make it a really long reverb. We'll turn up just the wet, turn up the modulation that kind of, simulates some coolness to it. I don't know how to explain that one, to be honest with you. And then once we have that, doesn't sound that good, does it? We're going to consolidate this track from song start, and then we will get this file. Now, with this file, this is what you do. Now, this is the reverse reverb that we're going to be using. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up in the sampler track again, and by double clicking on it, we're going to open it up in this sampler, whatever this is, hit reverse, and we're going to clean this back up to what it was normal, like that, and we're going to get rid of it from number 1, and we're going to put the tag right there. So I'm just kind of setting it up on how this would actually play out, and I'm going to leave this all unedited for you guys. I'm going to cut out the back end of it, automate, volume, bring this down here so I can see. Oops, bring that down, bring this down. From right here, we're gonna play it. You're gonna hear like it's gonna rise up and it's gonna cut out.
Cryptic.
Woo, that sounds crazy, doesn't it? Sounds epic as hell. Now, the other thing you might want to do, the other thing that I do on my tags is I might echo the tag. So what I'll do is I will route this to number 1. We will get rid of this reverb. Oops, delete, and we will shift, control, click this one, right click on track number 2, track routing, route selected to this track. Once we have it to this track, we're gonna go into the delay menu, delay and reverb, and we're gonna use delay 2. We're gonna go here, right click on the time, set 4 beats, turn down the dry, and let's just use that for now. So how do we actually get it to do the cool things? So we click on track number 1. You see this little wire running to it? It's coming to that track. We're gonna turn this down, right click on it, create automation clip. So we get this little automation clip. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw in the automation on the word where I want that word to be echoed. So if I just want crip part of that word echoed, then I'll just draw it in like this. You can see what, That doesn't make any sense. You can see that I'll draw it in like this, and right before the word tick, I'll turn it down. So only crip part of it will go through. You can see, like, that's only, there you go. That word will be now echoed and reverbed. But because I want the whole word cryptic, it's such a short phrase that I want the whole thing to be echoed. So what I might do is I'll do it like this, and I'll listen to it. I know that sounds horrible, but I'm just trying to explain it to you. I would spend like many minutes finessing that. We'll turn that down and we'll go into the delay. We'll right click again on that. I think it's too short of a delay.
Cryptic.
There we go. There, that sounds kind of cool, right? So how do we make it sound even cool? We're gonna put more effects on it. We might put a flanger. I like flanger. What's a flanger? We're gonna put a flange on there.
Cryptic.
All right, cool. And we might put a filter on it so we can have a little telephone thing.
Cryptic.
Right, and we might put a reverb on it. Like, you can just go crazy. 100% reverb.
Cryptic.
Like, you can get crazy with this stuff. So we did the stutters, we did the reverse reverb, we did the echoing at the end. That is how you do voice tags. And this video is probably very long, and if you stuck around till the end of this, you, sir, are some good tings. Very good tings. All right, man, that happened. We did a long video. I'm gonna make a beat. I'm gonna try and make a beat, do something cool with it. But yeah. So I'm gonna start making a beat now. It's kind of late in the afternoon. It's like around 7 o'clock. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a loop that I've made for my Patreon supporters, and we're gonna see what we can come up with. I'm picking out notes right now on a secondary snare, and I'm actually listening to make sure that it's in pitch with the sample. The freaking latency when it comes to doing this, man. See what we can do. Double time that. Woo! That sounds crazy. Double time. Okay, right there, you can see that I had the wrong note, and I'm thinking in my head, oh, that note sounds right. But if you play the notes in a higher register, it's a lot easier to tell if you're picking the right notes. Woo! That sounds crazy! Yo, tell me I'm wrong, but that beat sounds insane. For anyone wondering, all of the loops that I'm using in the beats are all available exclusively to my Patreons. This one is available on the tier 3 platform. This loop that you hear can be found on the tier 3 on my Patreon website. The link for it will be in the description. The drum sounds that you're hearing, I'm still working on, but I will definitely have them available sometime in the near future. All of the sounds that you're hearing have run through analog equipment that I have both here, and I've also managed to send them to a studio in Nanaimo, British Columbia, where a friend of mine works at a studio. He's got crazy vintage equipment, so lots of cool stuff coming your way. That being said, that's all for today's video. Thank you again for watching. I apologize if the video was kind of short on the beat making side of it. I wanted to make sure that I have something really good and useful for you guys for Thursday. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for supporting me on this channel. Your thumbs up and your subscribing and your commenting really goes a long way. If you are looking to help out the channel, be sure to go share this on Twitter, tag me on that. And oh, last bit of announcement. Tag me in a picture of your studio. I need more pictures. I need a few more pictures. And I'm going to feature a couple of those pictures of your studios. Use the hashtag #CheckMeOutSicky. Put it on Instagram. Make sure the picture's super epic. And yeah, I'm out.